Warning, you may find this episode difficult to view. If you're sensitive to the subject of the migrant crisis at the moment, you could just skip this video and yeah.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
We understand that the issue that we're going to be covering in this week's episode is very sensitive, and opinion is polarized on the issue, and we're not here to pass judgment on the crisis or the people coming across from Africa. We simply want to show you what's going on in our marina.
Okay, look, they've got camera crew there, baby. This isn't just...
Yeah, look, they've got a boat by the side of them. I bet it's absolutely packed with refugees. It is. Look at that.
Bloody hell. I've never seen anything like it.
Me either.
What are they going to do with them all?
Well, they've got some sort of emergency tent set up there and ambulances and whatnot, but there's so many of them.
Look at that boat though.
How has that made it across from Africa?
But it's packed full of people.
Yeah,
How many have you counted so far?
I haven't counted any. I've seen 2 come off in wheelchairs.
They're just now, after what, a good 20-30 minutes, getting the last few people off the little boat, and they've got the little Red Cross tent. They've had wheelchairs come out, they've had gurneys come out, they've got people in ambulances, and from what I can only assume are the people that look and seem healthy enough are all sat around in on the floor in the corner of the marina wall. It's honestly, it's giving me goosebumps. What these people have risked, and why have they risked it? It's a story I don't think we'll ever find out. Baby, quickly! The turtle!
Where?
The turtle just popped up right there.
He's coming to have a look as well.
Anyway, rude. Yeah, what they must have had to sacrifice. And they've turned up at the end of the world.
Oh, Jesus.
Watch yourself.
Watch yourself. Stop licking me.
What are they going to do now? What's going to happen to them? Where are they going to go? Because they can't stay there all night, that's for sure. A sight that I never thought I'd ever see in my life. Refugees turning up at our marina in Laristinga.
Hundreds of them.
Must be hundreds. Oh, there's the turtle again! Baby, keep missing him. Looks like the Loch Ness Monster. Keeps popping his head up. Right, I'm melting, I need to get out of the sun. I don't understand how they would have done it, because it is unbearable. And God knows how long they were out there for. First ambulance on its way. Everyone's off the boat, we think.
Every living person anyway.
Unfortunately, the thought is there may be somebody aboard who, for one reason or another, cannot get off the boat. I would not be a happy harbour master right now. Wow.
I mean, the sun's about to go down and it's absolutely heartbreaking scenes. They've just moved the boat to where there are steps where they are able to remove
something
difficult items. We're pretty sure they've just taken a body off the boat. There's a Red Cross ambulance that's leaving. The emergency ambulance, which just took somebody very slowly to the helicopter, has just returned. There's a throng of people around the back of that. It's awful scenes, isn't it? Never seen anything like it in my life.
The Red Cross seem to be doing a really good job.
They're doing an amazing job by the looks
people
of
who are
things.
on the boat all seem to be dressed in the same clothes, which is grey pants, black hoodies. They've obviously been given something warm.
They were all given blankets earlier, and they've got their new clothes and they folded up all their blankets and given them back to the Red Cross.
When you see these people coming in on the boat, and there is this shitty boat, excuse my language.
I mean, you would not believe what 150 people just rocked up on. It's a large dinghy, that's all it is.
And they were literally like sardines in a can on this boat.
Yeah.
And what these people must have gone through. We've heard women howling, crying. It's so distressing.
Yeah, it is. Here, let me show you the scene right now. Not that you'll be able to see much, but we've got 2 Red Cross ambulances, we've got an emergency ambulance. There's the Red Cross field hospital. I don't know if you can make out all the refugees sat down at the end of the mole.
Portaloos.
They've brought in portaloos for them, and then that absolute disaster of a boat tied up to the mole there. Civil guard here. Film crews here. Catamaran, probably 1.2 million worth of catamaran here. Refugee boat, not 1.2 million.
If that boat is worth £1.20, I'd be completely surprised, let alone 1.2 million. Not the afternoon I expected after going and seeing some giant lizards, but something that I think I will never, ever, ever forget.
Sun's just gone down. We're all still out there. There's no movement to pack away the field hospital or anything really. The emergency helicopter hasn't taken off yet, so don't know what's going on there. But all the emergency ambulances have left. It's just Red Cross ambulances now. How long they're going to be out here for? I'm guessing all night. Amy seems to think that they'll put them up somewhere, but I don't know. I'll keep you posted. Still a hive of activity over there. Fewer and fewer ambulances though, but still plenty refugees. Still the field hospital. Some poor bugger off to a hospital in Tenerife, I imagine. Good luck to them. Probably can't see much what's going on over there. Emergency ambulance has turned up again. Presumably so many of them suffering from dehydration, exposure, sunburn.
Can you see there's a bus there?
Yeah, I do.
And there's a bus there.
So they just loaded them all onto passenger transport, taking them who knows where.
The boat's still there. It's just about here.
It hasn't yet sunk.
They've been there since about 4 o'clock this afternoon. What's the time now, dear?
It's about 8 o'clock at night. I can't imagine how they're feeling and why they would. Well, you can only imagine what drove them to get on that boat, but bloody hell. If I was getting on that boat, I'd be thinking I'm going to my death. You would, wouldn't you? You'd be thinking, I'm not going to come out the other side of this. Because look at it. But look at these Red Cross workers, they're still going. Amazing. Oh, here they go.
It was bad enough sailing across to the Canary Islands from Portugal in a sailboat, where we snapped a boom in half.
In a luxury sailboat. Never mind that piece of shit. Look at that.
You won't be able to see it now, but
No.
it's absolutely horrendous. As you can imagine, there's no kitchen, there's no storage for water, there's no storage for food, there's no cover, and there's no way that there's any type of toilet on there.
It's a bit of a life-changing experience actually, what we've witnessed today. That tiny little motor is what brought this across the Atlantic from Africa. That's how they steered it. Unbelievable. How desperate these people must have to be.
Okay, this stinks.
It absolutely stinks.
Go on, keep moving. Take a picture. For some reason I feel a bit rude looking at them, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's being intrigued into some huge form of devastation to people. But these things are going on and people need to know about them. No matter how distressing it is to look at, you can't turn away from this. Absolutely stinks. Like, the wind's blowing this way, so you're just getting the whiff of it.
Imagine spending 7 days on that.
At least.
At least.
Scary. So this morning they're finally getting on with actually deconstructing the boats, pretty much mashing them up, putting them into a big lorry and taking them away. I mean, there's nothing else for them. So, bye bye migrant boats.
Never seen anything like this in my life before. what they do with the boats.
There's no hanging around.
No hanging around. That is done.
So they've been clearing out the boats, slowly but surely. Obviously to do what they're doing right now. Nobody's crossing any more oceans in those. So that's that. By the time we have taken the dogs out for the walk and got back, both boats have been totally destroyed. There's a bit of debris left. They had 2 trucks.
Still quite a bit of tidying up to be done, but no more boats.
No more boats. Okay, so more boats.
More boats.
Another migrant boat has just sailed in, all on its own accord. I'm shaking. Red Cross bus has just rushed down, lights flashing. There's only 3 Red Cross people there, a couple of other people. They're tying the boat up by the steps. How many people do you reckon on board? Maybe about 20?
About that. Doesn't look too crowded.
Babe, can you hold this camera? I'm shaking like a leaf. They're telling them to calm down, to sit down. They need to get people here quickly.
It's just incredible scenes.
At first glance from Ollie, we thought that the boat was a lot smaller than the other 2 that were on the hard that we showed you before. But actually I think it's the same size. And slowly but surely, there's one of our friends over there is slowly but surely helping the Red Cross get them off the boat. I estimated wrongly about 20 of them.
There's way more than that.
There's way more. And they are doing as they have done with all the other refugee boats that have come over, and they are sitting them down against the wall, obviously waiting for some more backup because there's only one Red Cross van, I guess, there at the moment.
There's at least 50 people on that boat. From what we can tell, they've come from Senegal, which means they've been at sea for about 10 days. 50 of them, all crammed into that tiny boat. For the last 3 days we've had storms here. It's rained torrentially overnight. So they've been out there in torrential rain.
We've had swell coming through, big swell, lots of wind.
I don't see any more out at sea.
Not so far. It's just absolutely chucked it down. And this is just a passing cloud, so they're going to be absolutely bloody drenched. And then that's it. Then the rain's going to stop. Might help speed up the process, you never know. You can smell it from here. That fucking stinks. That turtle's a curious one. It popped its head up for the last migrant boat as well, over there. So 2 little parcels just got fished out of the ocean. One had some chilies in, one had some pepper in. Thinking it was from the migrant boat. Don't know why they need seasoning when they're doing that trip, but there you go. Now they're in the process of emptying the boat, I think. I don't think that's going to work. big enough. They need a bigger truck.
Here they come.
Here they come. Migrant boat number 6. I know, on the side.
Here we go.
What, are they following in?
Oh, they're there, look.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
That's a small one.
They're guiding them to where they need to park up.
Yeah.
There's no noise from them.
Barely any bloody movement. Staggering about, bloody hell.
That's number 6 in 7 days. No, that's what?
4 and 7.
4 in 7 days. There's increasingly more coming.